another similar concept to the wow factor that is called the Fred factor. And in fact, I have used some of the principles from the Fred factor during staff retreats and training in the past in effort to motivate the staff and teach effective customer service skills, as well as teaching them to give their best as employees. The Fred factor concept is based on a real-life character named Fred, who worked for the Postal Services for many years. The story is simple. Fred was an outstanding employee who provided the best wow factor when delivering mail, and everyone knew Fred, everyone loved Fred, everyone that had experienced a Fred factor, and everyone remembered him upon meeting him for the first time. He was that impressionable. In fact, everyone always provided excellent reviews about Fred without it being requested. So what made Fred so special? What was that wow factor in Fred? Or in his case, the Fred factor that had made him outstanding? There are 4 principles from the Fred factor. Number 1, everyone makes a difference. You can ask yourself the following: did I add or take away in my efforts today? Number 2, success is built on relationships. You can ask yourself the following: did I make my service to others personable? Number 3, continually create value for others. It can be just as simple as remembering their names. You can tell yourself the following: I compete against my own potential every day. Very important one. Number 4, reinvent yourself regularly. You can ask yourself the following: I can make my life everything I choose it to be. So far, we learned how to make an impact by following the wow factor or the Fred factor in business or the secular environment. Now, let's transpose these into living a Christ-like life factor. The Christ-like factor for Christian living is one of change and is one of growth. In order to reflect that wow factor to others, we must first accept change. There is a quote by Sheila Walsh that goes like this: if you feel stuck, bring your whole self to Christ, not just the problem, but you. Ask God to change your heart. Commit yourself to pray to that end. It's God's heart to give good gifts to his children. As believers, we can apply the 4 Fred factors principle as follows. Number 1, everyone is a soul worth of salvation. Did I speak to anyone about Jesus today? Number 2, whether in the secular or worldly environment, building relationship is important. Did I make myself available to others or my neighbors? Number 3, continuing to act Christ-like by sharing his love with others, knowing that we are all valuable in his eyes, and no matter what their belief system is, they deserve to know God's truth. Number 4, reinvent yourself daily by leaning on God's understanding and being open to change. Following are the rest of the Christ-like factor principles that will help us in achieving this wow Christ-like factor. The principles are as follows.